If we didn't have public libraries, where would we go to have a quiet space, to learn on our own, to think on our own? Where do people go when they need a computer, when they don't have internet access? There are other third spaces, someplace between work or school and home, but none of them are as free and accessible as a public library.
If we didn't have libraries, every book you wanted you'd have to purchase. Parents who come in, they're checking out 30, 40, 50 books for their kids. If you didn't have libraries, there wouldn't be that sense of community that they foster. It's a tangible reflection of what people's taxes are going for. They can come here, they can see the space, they can sit down, and it's theirs. They own it, it belongs to them. This is probably the busiest library Palo Alto's ever had. And although it was used quite frequently after school in the previous version, this is like night and day. It's like a paradigm shift. Just having a beautiful new facility like this is a big draw, and I think it's something you don't know people are thirsty for it until it's there. There's no way to test against that. So when we opened our doors, just the sheer amount of people was kind of a surprise.
About 1,100 people every day. On the weekends it can be up to 1,600. So this is a wonderful destination spot in town, and I think the library is probably one of the big highlights that brings people here.
I've done more library card registrations since this library has opened, than perhaps I've ever done.
This library is about 40,000 square feet. The previous library was around 8,000 to 9,000 square feet. So, the difference is phenomenal.
It's really inspiring to see how people use the space, especially in light of people saying that we don't need public libraries anymore. We were able to create an ESL collection, a citizenship corner with materials for folks wanting to become citizens. You have a great e-branch, which is our digital library, tech programs for kids, teens, and adults. We have a few robots ourselves, and we've taught kids how to code. VR that we bring out occasionally for people to test.
Group study rooms and group meeting spaces.
It doesn't feel like working in an old-fashioned library anymore. Every day there's new activities happening. There's a sense of excitement. It feels like home. It feels like Palo Alto. It feels special. It feels like there's a greater sense of community now.